It's that season when the girls break up for no reason. Let's discuss. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Beasley here. Hope you all are staying cool, calm, and collected out there. I want to come to you guys today and talk about the City Girls, JT and Carisha, also known as Jatavia Johnson and Carisha Brownlee. I don't know why a lot of people don't call her Young Miami. Like, her rap name is Young Miami, but people just call her Carisha. And I think that's mainly due to Saucy Santana, but it is what it is. If you guys don't know who they are the only female rap duo in the hip hop game right now. Whether you like it or not, they are this generation Salt and Pepper. I know, putting shame on their name, but I will say I do absolutely love the City Girls and their music, their personalities, all that. And they're also, in my opinion, they're Trina sons. Like they are the two girls that, in my opinion, brought the Miami sound back into mainstream music. Now, I don't want to go into a full-on history, but the beauty about them two is that they legit, like, came out of nowhere. You know, Quality Control, Coach P and his nose, they needed some females underneath their roster to complete their roster with the Migos and Lil Baby and whoever else is under the roster right now. But he literally found those two girls after they posted a video of them sampling one Kaya's hit song, My Neck, My Back. When they first came on the scene rapping, it was a little, like, the song wasn't bad, but you could tell it needed a lot of work, especially in Young Miami's case. I swear, y'all wear Young Miami and her rappability out. Y'all wear that girl out. But in my humble opinion, she doesn't rap any better or any worse than Trina the Rhinestone Princess. Like, I gotta keep it with you guys. When Trina first started out, she wasn't on beat like that. I'll never forget, you know now how. Done been the places I've been. They could spend the grams I spend. Talk about 5 or 6 best friends. You know now how. She was not on beat. She was not on beat in that song at all. And Young Miami continues to not be on beat at all. But I will say, I think her voice and her cadence is what makes her likable, coupled with her personality. Like, I don't know what it is, but Carisha, like, her voice is just infectious. But yeah, they were just two basic bitches from the hood of Miami, of Dade County. Coach P found them, and they just became bigger mainstream artists than we ever known since. And I will say, like, in the beginning, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, like, I did not think that they were going to have the longevity. Like, I did not think the City Girls were gonna get as big as they were. But I gotta keep it real. At the time, there was nobody in that Miami lane cultivating and regurgitating that Miami sound. So these girls, they took that and they just ran with it. And they also made it comfortable to bring in a lot of other people from Miami, like, in terms of rappers. Like, they had the 3 girls, Chameleon, Sukiana, and that other girl, I forgot her name. Y'all, I'm sorry. But also Saucy Santana, who is their best friend as well. And another thing that made them pop is when they dropped that In My Feelings feature with Drake. That's literally when JT went to jail. And unbeknownst to them, that actually created a lot of marketing around them, because a lot of people were interested in seeing how they were going to carry this group while one of the members is currently in jail, not able to do anything. And I gotta say, they proved everybody wrong. Nobody expected them to succeed or persevere through JT going to jail. But I will say, Young Miami, I gotta give her props for really holding that group down, especially when a lot of people counted her out. And she even went on tour while pregnant by herself, just performing all of these songs. She was kind of rapping some of JT's lyrics, but she was on that stage on her own, and I gotta commend her. She really carried that group through a whole entire storm. And when it comes to their music, y'all, I must admit, I love their music. Like, absolutely love their music. I can listen to their first 2 albums from start to finish. Their 3rd album, it took a little time for me to kind of warm up to it, mainly because it was leaked. It was leaked and it looked unfinished. Like, I didn't like the album cover either. Everything about it just looked unfinished. But since it was already out there, they just went ahead and rolled with it, and they continued to put out some music videos. And I must say, that album really warmed up to me. Like, I really fell in love with that album. My favorite song from that 3rd album was Pussy Talk. Pussy Talk, in my opinion, was a great song. I feel like it was low-key better than WAP, to be honest with you. And they came out around the same time, too. Now, my only critique about their music is that it is just so low vibrational, y'all. It is low vibrational, but hey, that's the audience. That's the Miami audience. That's what they want. And that's what a lot of these the mainstream audience wants from mainstream music. Is just, you know, they don't want to learn. They don't want to hear anything. They don't want to hear a message. All they want to do is fucking pussy pop, twerk, while eating some bubblegum. That's what the kids want to do. That's what these people want to do. Just hear a bunch of low vibrational gutter ass bullshit. Now listen, I said I was gonna work on my cussing, but this is who I am. Take me as I am. But like I said, these girls, they make great music. I mean, I don't know if somebody's writing it for them or if they're co-writing it. I definitely don't think that Young Miami's writing shit, but that's just my opinion. But I will say, for the most part, I love all of their music collectively. But I will say, I noticed a shift when Twerkulator came out. Now, y'all, I have a lot of gripes about that song, Twerkulator. Like, I will say, they play that a lot in the club, but in my opinion, I feel like that song flopped. And I feel like it flopped mainly because the two girls do not believe in that song. Like, I feel like the song Twerkulator was written for them and given to them by Coach K and Coach P, and it's like they were like forced to do this. Like, it's forced to push this narrative and forced to push out this song because, you know, we need to pop. Like, they want to make a song that it was just trendy as I don't know what, and that's where the song Twerkulator came from. But I feel like the two girls, JT and Miami, did not believe in Twerkulator, and it shows on their face. When you watch the music video, they just have no expression. They just look dead in their eyes. And I think, for one, it's because they're burnt out. They have these girls doing a lot of things. For two, I feel like I low-key feel like these girls are probably in a 360 deal because their rise didn't really come very, very fast, and in the grand scheme of things, it looks like their careers kind of came easy to them. Like, that's no shade. Wherever you are is where you're supposed to be, but that's just what I see. It just feels like their career was just given to them a little too easy, in my opinion. But I'm not going to negate the fact that these girls do work hard in order to maintain where they are and to remain in good standing with quality control music. I feel like they had to do Twerkulator and they didn't want to do it. Like I said, you could just look at them, and even with their BET performance, you could tell they just did not give a shit about that song. And also, you guys, now I will say these are just my opinions, they're not a fact, but 9 times out of 10, my opinions become a fact. I slowly feel like JT and Carisha are on the midst of a breakup. And right before Twerkulator came out, I noticed a little rift with the girls, mainly due to their men. Now, if you guys don't know, JT is currently dating, for whatever reason, she's dating Lil Uzi Verse. That little gremlin, I cannot take him at all. But, you know, there was like a rift between those two because Uzi confronted Carisha on JT's Instagram Live. Like, he completely took over the whole entire live and confronted Carisha about, like, what their issues were. Like, what problem did she have with him? Like, it was a hot mess.
Already was in them DMs looking pussy, and I don't play that shit. Is this Carisha? Bro, stop playing me if I embarrass you on this shit. Is this Carisha?
Baby, your woman is sitting next to you on the passenger seat.
And you know my whole body and soul, and you know I don't give a fuck about nothing. So listen, is this Carisha?
Uzi, me and you don't have to be friends.
I don't care, Carisha.
That's understood. We don't have to be friends.
Carisha, it ain't even about that though. It ain't even about that, because you know me, I ain't never got to see you just like you ain't never got to see me.
Uzi, what you gotta say?
I'm about to say it. Let me get my whole speech out, because you know I don't do this. Okay? Yeah, I do. It's me. Look at my car. Look at my life. I do way too much.
Okay.
So anyway, Carisha, and JT told me, she like, Uzi, you ain't gonna do nothing but make it worse, so don't say nothing. But you know, clearly I run this shit, and this is mine. So it's just like, Carisha, shut up. JT. If I told you tongue kiss me on this live right now, you gonna do it.
Okay, well just say.
So just chill. Hey, you saw what I said to you, Carisha, because you left me on scene.
Yeah, because it's like, it's understood. You're not friends, and we don't have to be friends. That's it.
But it's not about that, Carisha. I told you, you know I ain't gonna say it on live. I already told you what be wrong with me. Everybody know what be wrong with me. You don't know me like that.
Yeah, but exactly. I never did nothing to you. This your second time.
No, you didn't know. You see what I said. You saw what I said.
So at this point, it's just
and
like,
it's my last. And look, and it's my last time. Like, whether you like it or not, it's my last time. I would never do you like that. I'd never ever do you like that. That's that's not even in me. Like, I won't do like that. What you do to me? Like, what you did to me? Honestly, tell me what you did to me.
All right, baby, I see what you want.
Relax.
What you want.
I'm not on no weirdo shit. What you did to me?
No, I'm just saying, like, you up there.
Yeah, I am up there, but I'm not gonna go there.
But you taking too long with my phone.
You're not getting on live anyway. That's number one.
Okay, so Uzi, you could just hang up and we'll talk off the live because it's a lot.
Yeah, because he gonna.
No, I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm just saying you get what I'm saying.
You gonna
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get
All
what
right,
you're saying.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
All right.
He got on that Instagram live, put JT in her place, and basically just like mansplained everything, was over the shit. And then Carisha's baby daddy, what is his name? Southside, the producer, later got into it with him. And we don't know what happened behind the scenes after that, but I could tell something happened. But ever since that incident between their men and between Carisha with JT's man, I noticed a rift between those two girls. Like ever since then, they just don't seem as passionate to be with each other anymore. And another instance of them two like breaking up was them doing solo projects. Now, you guys, groups are allowed to do solo projects. JT's done solo stuff before in the past. Even when JT was in jail, Carisha did a solo song with this one female rapper. She's not well known at all. Her name is like Callie Cross or something like that. They did a song together. It was very brief. It was like a 2-minute song. It was cute for what it was. But their latest solo projects, JT was on Summer Walker's album, but it was Summer Walker featuring the City Girls, even though it was just JT rapping. Like usually when these girls do solo endeavors, they market it as, you know, the City Girls. Even when JT got out of prison, she did a solo song, but it was still marketed as the City Girls. But then later on, Young Miami came out with her song called Rap Freaks, which y'all... that song, just garbage. But it was good garbage. It was funny. I mean, she found a way to rap and rhyme Buenos Noches with roaches. I'm just like, Young Miami girl, you ain't shit. That song, Rap Freaks, was marketed as just Young Miami by herself, not the City Girls. And you know, sometimes people want to do solo projects because, you know, they want to breathe and they want to show off what they're able to showcase, basically. Like, show off their skills and rap ability. Because sometimes in groups, one person has to dumb themselves down for the other person, or one person has to, like, you know, modify the way they would, like, rap or sing in order to, like, mesh well with the other group member. But that's not making excuses. I feel like they want to see if these girls can pop on their own. That way it would generate more interest in them too, because let's keep it real, Twerkulator flopped. Like, even though I hear it a lot, that song flopped because there was just no care and love put into it. And they want to see what these girls can do on their own to make sure that, like, okay, there's still interest and at least one of us can get some money put behind us, because let's keep it real. Quality Control only cares about Lil Baby now. Quality Control does not give a fuck about any of their other artists but Lil Baby. They already pretty much got the Migos on ice. Don't know how long they're going to be doing business with them. You can even tell by the way the Migos are right now that they don't have the money put behind them anymore. And each one of them is trying to find their own way. And the Migos are trying to do their own solo projects again so that they can generate interest and get a backing put behind them. And I feel like that's part of what the City Girls are doing. JT has gotten on her live and spoken out against the fact that her and Young Miami are going to break up, because she basically said, you know, like, that's not my friend, that's my sister. You know, sometimes we just need some time apart, and when we get back together, it'll make them stronger. And that may be true, but at the same time, I feel like they're kind of like putting up a front, because for one, they're still in a deal together. I don't know the details of their deal, but intuitively it just gives a 360 deal type of tea. I mean, that's just me. I mean, there's just no shade. Like, a lot of these artists are in their 360 and a lot of them don't even know it because they didn't get anybody to look over their contracts. But another reason why I feel like it's a front is because, you know, Young Miami never spoke out against these claims. And then about 2 weeks ago, they did a performance where, I don't know how many songs they were supposed to do, but during the set, Young Miami just completely just walked off stage, y'all. It was so random. And then JT just went and like followed right behind her. Like, it was like the weirdest thing. Like, they didn't even finish their performance. And I don't know if they came back out to finish their performance, but it was very odd that she just like walked off stage like, fuck this shit. And then JT just goes running after her. Like, you can clearly tell they were not done with their duties. I don't know what's next for these girls, but they need to stay together. They need to stay together. I think Young Miami also has another solo song out with Quavo. I don't know if that song's already out right now. If it is, let me know. But they need to stay together. They need to stay together because, in my humble opinion, I don't think either one of them can make it solo. Like, I just don't think either one of them can make it solo. I feel like, and it's sad to say, but, you know, we live in a very colorist society. Whether you guys want to admit it or not, we do. And you guys consider Young Miami to be the light-skinned one, even though not really, but she's lighter than JT. And no shade, but per the audience's words, Young Miami has a more likable personality than JT. JT can be a little nasty towards her fans, but you know, it's the colorism on Young Miami's side and the personality on Young Miami's side, but it's the rap ability on JT's side. And it's like, both of y'all lack what the other one needs. So it's like, why not stay together and see this all the way through? Now, I don't expect them to stay together forever, but y'all are salt and pepper. Y'all need to stay together forever because neither one of them has what it takes to make it solo. I'm sorry. Now, the City Girls can prove me wrong if they go solo. I mean, they proved me wrong in the past. They proved all of us wrong because they're here today and they're on our mouths. But I will say, in this current state, neither one of them needs to go solo. They need each other to succeed. And the main thing that makes them the most unique out of all these female rappers is that you guys are the only duo out there. You guys are the only duo, mainstream female rap duo out there. I like other girls like Sade. They're really good, but you know, I feel like they're not going to become as big as they can be because their music is almost too good, but it is what it is. But yeah, the City Girls, y'all need to stay together. Real talk. Neither one of y'all needs to go solo. But yeah, y'all, like I say time and time again, when the bar is in hell, a lot of people in the music industry that have their own lane will excel. And you two girls being a rap duo is the best thing that you guys have against all the other female rappers in the game. At the end of the day, you two need to stay together and stay hot and ready like Little Caesars so that your fans can continue to swipe these visas. But those are my views, so be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm going to come at you guys with some more content.